Hey friends, it's Laura with Laura B Floss Tube. Welcome or welcome back. I'm so glad you joined me today. I have a quick, fun little gift idea for you. So if you have little sewing friends, cross-stitching friends, quilting friends, needleworking friends, or just friends that like cute things, this is going to be a great gift idea for you. We are going to make a zipper pull or a scissor fob that you can gift to someone that you care about. All right, so to make these zipper pulls, you're going to need a few things. The first thing I have here is some 19 strand beading wire. I got this at Hobby Lobby. It was $7.99, but you can wait till it's on sale and it's half price. So it's a really great way to get your wire, and there's a lot of it on here. So you're going to be able to make a bunch of these with just one spool of wire. In addition to that, you want some cute beads, of course. And you know my favorite color is teal, so I have a lot of teal. You're also going to need some large lobster claw clasps. And I got these on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description box below. I also have some spacer beads. And then I have some cute sewing notion charms. These I also got on Amazon, and I'll again put a link in the description box below. As far as tools, I have some Tim Holtz tonic scissors that I really liked for this project. I have some wiring pliers, and I have some needle nose pliers. So on my table I have this tray, and basically I have the tray here because I'm going to dump some beads out, pick a charm, and I just want them to be someplace where it's easy to get to them. So I know that I definitely want to use these beads. Just going to cut those off the strand. They do sell beading trays for this, so if you have one or if you want to buy one, obviously feel free to do so. I've just found that just a little tray is just fine for me. I'm just going to dump a few of these out. I think I'm going to keep it pretty simple, and I'm going to use just these, this set of jade beads. Put a few of those out, and let's pick a charm. There are so many cute charms in this pack. The yarn is really cute if you have a crocheting friend. There's some little hangers on here too. It'd be super cute. I think, oh look at this, there's a knitting needle. And some scissors. There's a tape measure. There's a lot of cute things. Ooh, here's an iron too. And there's even a little clothespin. Oh my goodness, this little clothespin is so, so cute. Let me hold this up better so you can see it. How cute is that? And there's even some little buttons. Oh, there's a little safety pin. Oh my goodness, there's so many different cute things in here. All right, so I think I need to make a decision. I'm just going to do some scissors. All right, so I want to cut my beading wire about 12 inches long. I promise it's here. You can't really see it very well, but I promise the wire is there. And then I'm going to put this clip that came with it right back on the spool to keep that wire nice and wrapped around. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to I also need to make sure I get a lobster claw little clasp, and this will just be how my zipper pull or my scissor fob attaches to whatever I'm putting it on. Let me get you closer. Whoops, I forgot. One last thing I'm going to need is just a couple little crimp beads, and these will go at the beginning and end of our strand. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put our lobster claw clasp on there. So we're just going to thread our wire through the little eyelet hole, And we're gonna give it, oh, I don't know, maybe a 2-inch, 1.5-inch tail. We're gonna thread one of our crimp beads on here and crimp that down nice and tight so it will hold that wire in place. Make sure your crimp bead goes over both of those wires. Get that up close to your lobster clasp as you can, and then using your wiring pliers, just flatten it out. So it should be nice and flat and tight right there. Now we're going to thread on our beads however we want them to look, and get to the other end. When we decide how long we want it, I usually make mine about 6 inches long, and you'll notice that we have a lot of extra wire that we won't be using, but we'll see why in a minute. You can measure it out and see, okay, this is about 6 inches. If we think that's too long, then you can make it 5, or however long or short that you want it is fine. It is your project. So when you're threading the first few beads on, just make sure that you get them over both the wires. Both of the wires should go through the hole. Sometimes it's a little tricky. Just to add some interest, we're going to be putting some spacers in between the beads. This design is totally up to you. And if you get it on there and you don't like it, you can take them off and try it again. And I know that the wire isn't through all of these, but it's okay right now because nothing's clamped down. So I can move them down my string, or down my wire rather. Get that wire pinched together and get them threaded through. These are so cute on project bags, you guys. And they're also really cute hanging just from your scissors if you're going to a retreat. And everyone has scissors, it seems like, that are the same. You can use these cute little zipper pulls or the scissor fobs to kind of mark your scissors. I'll check my length here in just a minute. The other thing you do kind of want to keep in mind is just how heavy it's getting. You don't want it to be super, super heavy. Okay, so I want one of the teal beads closest to my charm. So I'm going to thread one more on there. And then we're going to check the length. And that is right at 4.5 inches, but I think that that is, well, it's 5 with the clasp, and it'll be probably about 6 with the charm, so I think that's probably going to be good. So the next thing you need to do, and this is an important step, you want to put that other crimp bead on your wire first, and then you want to put your charm on. And then you're going to take the wire and you're threading it back around the charm, not through it, but back around it, through the crimp bead, and up through a few of the beads and the strand. You don't need to go up the whole entire strand, but you want to go up, 2 or 3 beads. Then you're going to give this a good pull. And this is when the wiring pliers or the needle nose pliers comes into play really well, because you can hold on to your charm and pull this wire back up. Whoop. That's why you want strong wire too, because you want to give that a good pull and hold it really tight with your finger. while you take your wiring pliers and crimp that bead down flat, just like we did at the top. So now this one is crimped down as well. And that's going to hold our little scissor fob into place. Now there's a little bit of play in there, and that's good because you don't want it to be really stiff. You want it to have a little bit of movement to it. So here is our scissor fob zipper pull little charm. And then we're just going to take our tonic scissors and cut off the excess wire. Make sure that tail is good and tucked. And there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial on how to make these cute little scissor fobs. I hope you make some for your friends and acquaintances, maybe for an upcoming craft show or a quilt show or whatever you're doing some little projects for. They're quick and easy and fun. They're so customizable. There's like 1,002 different types of beads out in the world, so you can get any kind of beads and different types of charms, different kinds of little clasps for that matter. You can put them on a variety of different things. So I like putting these on my project bags. I also like putting them on my scissors, and let me show you how to do that. So if I was going to retreat and I knew other people were going to have scissors just like mine, I would just take my little scissor fob and I would just hook it right around here. And now I have my scissors marked. I know that these are my scissors, so if I lay them down and my friend has a pair just like mine, I know this one's mine. Hopefully she's not going to steal my scissors and my fob. That would be totally sad. But so great way to mark your scissors. Also, I know that you've seen them on my project bags, so great way to mark those. And just make a fun little accessory and a good little way to customize your stuff. Thanks so much for watching me today. I really hope you enjoyed this little tutorial on how to make your own little scissor fob. If you would like to have more of these tutorials, you have ideas, please leave those in the comments below. I do read those and I try to get back to them within a few days. Until next time, I hope you find joy in all you do. Carve out some time for creating and crafting, and of course, happy stitching.